Now, even though we're Team Shiraz over here, and I picked Hamza to knock out and stop Edgar Berlanga, but I can't help but feel bad for the man. I mean, yes, Edgar Berlanga talked a lot of trash. He disrespected many people, including Oscar De La Hoya, Mr. Frank Warren, Spencer, and Team Shiraz, Andy Lee. He disrespected nearly everyone in the build-up leading to this fight. But at the end of the day, who is Edgar Berlanga? Edgar Berlanga is a young man who's just trying to provide for his family. Edgar Berlanga is a man who's trying to become a superstar in the boxing world. Now, does his skill level match his talk? No. Let's be completely honest here. Edgar Berlanga can talk much better than he can fight. But at the end of the day, just because he lost and got knocked out brutally in his hometown, that doesn't make him a bum, that doesn't make him a slouch, that doesn't make him a nobody. And yes, he talked a lot and he couldn't back it up. And even what really disappointed me is that I felt like Edgar Berlanga tried to make it a religious war. My God versus your God. And me being a Muslim and Edgar Berlanga being Christian, I could easily feel offended and have a lot of disdain for the man. But at the end of the day, that is between him and God. And what we can say about Edgar Berlanga, at the end of the day, he is a young man just trying to provide for his family and trying to be great. Now, even Hamza Shiraz, the man who he disrespected the most, forgave him and hugged him and showed him nothing but absolute respect and class after the fight. But yet his own people, Edgar's own people, are turning on him and are clowning him, even though he didn't really disrespect any of them. Now, did he present his religion and his people well? Of course not. He was saying praise Jesus, and the second sentence he was saying some foul stuff to Oscar De La Hoya within 10 seconds. But that is his problem. That is between him and God. We can't really act like gods and start criticizing and start judging Edgar Berlanga. Now the man is he's gonna have a very tough time in the next couple of months, because not only did he lose, but he's a free agent, and he's entering free agency coming off the worst loss of his career, the most devastating loss he could ever suffer. But I just hope that the boxing world and everyone around him have just a bit more humility and pureness when it comes to heart and forgiveness. You see, a lot of people are coming after him right now. Professional fighters, retired fighters, trainers, commentators, everything you can think of, everyone and everything. But I truly hope that he can bounce back and make his family proud and make his kid proud, make his dad who went to prison for a long period of time when Edgar Berlanga was just 2 weeks old, I believe. And that is who Edgar Berlanga is at the end of the day. He is just a man trying to make his family proud. Did he go over the top? Did he disrespect, arguably, the character, the family, the religion? And I don't even want to really go deep into that, because like I said, I'll say it again, that's his problem. And yes, he did talk a lot. So of course, he expects to be treated like absolute trash the way that he's being treated right now. So I think he saw it coming. The second that he lost, I believe that he knew that the world was going to turn on him. But if we can just have a little bit of humility and forgiveness in our hearts Let the man be him, let the man shine. And people like Edgar Berlanga are actually good for the sport. And that is not the real Edgar Berlanga that we saw in the press conference. I met the real Edgar Berlanga. I talked to him. Him and his trainer, Coach Mark. They're humble people, genuine people. But some people, when you put the camera in front of them, they turn into monsters. They want to explode when it comes to foul language. And let's not forget, Edgar Berlanga's hero when it comes to boxing is, I don't even want to mention the man's name. The man who stands for nothing and falls for anything. The man who's standing with the oppressors in this world. That is Edgar Berlanga's hero. So maybe Edgar Berlanga, maybe he would regroup, and you just hope that he bounces back. And it's never over. It's never over until it's over. You see, a lot of people are calling for his retirement now. The man is only 28 years old. He only lost twice. Now, yes, the only 2 times where he stepped up, he lost. But still, that is the boxing game. Getting knocked out is a part of boxing. Falling down is a part of life. Now, let's not judge him on his past. Let's judge him, if you want to judge him, let's judge him on what he does now. And maybe because I'm optimistic, but I think and I believe that Edgar Berlanga will bounce back as a more humble figure that kids maybe can look up to. Because the version that we've been seeing for the last year, I don't believe that is the real Edgar Berlanga. I believe that somewhere along the road, he lost himself after maybe making a lot of money versus Canelo Alvarez. And it happens to the best fighters ever. It happened to Mike Tyson. It happened to Roberto Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard, the true greats, the greats of the greats. It happened to them. Now, am I comparing Edgar Berlanga when it comes to skill level to these guys? Of course not. Edgar Berlanga is very limited. And I don't even believe he's being built as a devastating power puncher. I even believe that his power is a little bit overrated, because he hasn't really dropped or knocked out anyone at the top level. But still, that is boxing, and all you can do is wish a speedy recovery for the chosen one, Edgar Berlanga.